we haven't done Bepro today on this live recording that I do. So let's hit some Bepro, get this recorded, and again, Bepro is a main community coin. If you like Bepro, okay, this is where the Discord's going to be helpful, even the lower tier, because I've recently changed access to the lower tiers that if you want to spot trade Bepro, you have a group of Bepro nerds, probably not in the futures area, okay? So Bepro isn't traded on futures, but in the small cap coins, Bepro's on top for a reason. Obviously, it's under others and new coin listings, and look, it just like people, today, just look, like Small is making comments here and on my live chat at the same freaking time. Look, like this is people love Bepro in my community, and we are trying to accumulate like tens of millions of it a piece. Everybody, we all want 10 million at least. Okay. I'm waiting for a capitulation to get I want another 6 or 8 million, personally, but I'm only holding 25% of the Bepro I want. If you're a Bepro fan and you want to learn how to trade it with accumulate it with other people's money, there are all sorts of trading styles. So all it did was break it below its 10. Look, weekly 10, nothing big. It still looks okay. It's below its weekly 10, trying to get up. So draw the projector tool. This is where it starts getting scary. If it starts breaking below there, then you can start getting scared that it'll break below this low. So here it is. The first step was it needs to hold the weekly 10. It did not, because Bitcoin's been falling. That was step 1. Now that's next, then your projector tool's next. Can you see my screen, or is my stupid face covering everything? Yes, you can see me. Okay, so next shot is the projector tool. It's still in there. That's your next hope. If the projector tool, which is roughly 45-degree angle, I'm telling you, the projector tool works. And when you compare my analysis to people who say, ooh, the fib retracements, guess what? My shit hits exactly on those fib retracements. The stuff I do, I don't need fibs because it aligns with the fibs. Magically, I don't know how. It just does. My origin lines are like I don't use Fibonacci retracements, because when you watch my channel, plus people who use Fibonacci retracements, and I tell you 42K is a key level, watch a Fibonacci person, 42K is a key level. I can just see it in other ways. I don't need fibs because I just see them. It's like, what's a good way to say this? It's like reading a chapter in Harry Potter, right? But you focused more on the top half of the exciting page, and I liked the bottom half of this page during this really exciting moment, right? And we're just focusing on slightly different things, but we're reading the same story. Does that make sense? Fibonacci users versus non-Fibonacci users. It's the same book. It's the same story. It's just a different page, and you're reading the same thing. I could have come up with a better analogy, so whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. All right, so the next thing is this. If the projector tool doesn't hold, and I swear it works, start using projector tool 45-degree angle from the low. The next, it's this. It's coming back down to 0.0025. So you better hope that days don't start closing under 0.0032, because it's going straight to 0.0025. So, but this is this projector tool works because crypto loves 45-degree angle lower, higher lows. And that's it. Those are your 3 steps. Step 1 already broke. So now we're on step 2. The projector holds. Step 3 is this horizontal 0.0025. There is really no talk of upside because Bitcoin has not done the 4 conditions it needs to do to even have a 51% edge to the upside. So you're not focusing on conditions for the upside. It's a waste of time to even think about Bepro needs to do this to get bullish. No, not until Bitcoin does it. When Bitcoin meets its conditions, we can talk about Bepro going up. But until then, you only talk about lower targets to try to determine where it's going to bounce. That's your Bepro. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I Honestly, I wish I could tell you Bepro to 4 cents, right? Because then I would have a lot more money, like we all would. But it's not. It might hit a higher low there. I wish I had better news as a Bepro channel. But again, if you don't, and in my community, get my dumbass face off here. In my community, it doesn't have to be going up to make money. So these people who are the Bepro freaks who are like that's what they're, because they don't like to play around with futures as much, which is why spot trade, spot trade is better to do when you're learning how to trade, really. You actually need Bepro to go down because you can't short it. That's when you pick it back up and then plan to be a seller again, right? At specific, very specific spots. So Bepro going down is actually necessary to accumulate it. If you want more Bepro, you can't have it continue to go straight up. You need it to come down so you can use other people's money to have more of it for when it does go up. Does that make sense? So these downturns, because you can't use futures to make money off of a Bepro down move, you want Bepro to go down if you want more Bepro, right? I invented the song and trademarked it. You gotta get down to get up. Gotta get down to get up. No, that was a 90s. I'm saying it backwards, a 90s rap song. But anyway, you gotta get down to accumulate. And that's it. So if you're a Bepro person, check out the community, lower tier, but you really the Cryptillion tier isn't going to change much between now and May. So if you just want to be able to, do that, have access to that, I mean, feel free to use the links that you can see in the description section now. And but it's mostly the higher tiers, people wanting to do trade futures and other stuff like that. Those are the people who would want to wait till May. But if you want to do lower tier, check out the spot trade stuff. You can go ahead and sign up for Discord right